Hi, welcome to TaAF Talks Bitesize with Jamie and Ken from Together An Active Future.
So today, with the current situation that's going on with coronavirus, we want to share with you some of our ideas about how we can stay active with the kids. So for me, I've got 5 youngish children, and our typical sort of activity is walks and playing out in the park, and everything is outside for us. We like to meet up with other families a lot. So this situation with coronavirus is causing us a major problem, to be honest. What about you, Jamie?
So I only have 20% of the amount of children that you have. I've got 1. Me and Neve tend to like to do a lot of different types of activities. So we love to go trampoline parks. We love to go to roller booting. We even frequent your establishment, Ken, and do grip and go as well. We love that kind of stuff. And obviously all that's out now as well, which is a bit of an interesting challenge for us.
So over the last week or so, while we've been all staying at home, we as a family have we've found it a bit challenging, but we've come up with some things that we've liked to do that have been fun. So we've had a go at Joe Wicks, which I'm sure many of our other listeners have done with their children. I have to admit, I was slightly sore afterwards, but it was good. It was fun for me to see my 9-year-old, who is like Mr. Athletics, hobbling down the stairs the day after Joe Wicks. So that was good fun. But he's kept on having a go at it.
So perhaps some warming up and warming down or cooling down needed.
Well, to be fair to Joe, he does do a warm up and a cool down, but I have to admit, I was shattered after the warm up. So we've done that. We've taken kind of tried to stay as normal as possible. So we've taken our walks and scooter rides and bike rides and stuff, but we're just doing it right from our front door and just going around the block, which has been good. And I think it's given the kids really a better sense of where we live and a bit more confidence perhaps to go out on their own as well. And the last thing that I think has been really good for us, we don't really do much of this usually, but we've been trying to get a bit more artistic. So we've been painting and colouring and writing poetry, and I think we found that really good for our mental health too. So lots of fun, really simple, easy stuff, and trying to stick to what's normal and trying a few new things as well.
Cool. Have you wrote some poems, you personally?
I've had a go at writing a poem, and I have to admit, when I sent it to my wife, she could not stop laughing at my poem.
So, listeners, if you're lucky, we'll get Ken to read that poem out on a future podcast. Look forward to that. And really quickly, so me and Neve. So one thing we did is I rediscovered our Nintendo Wii that we had hardly used for many, many years. And actually, we had the game Just Dance. So since that, me and Neve have had mats on the floor because I live in an apartment. So I'm really sorry to the man who lives downstairs. But we have both been stomping and kind of really bashing out the moves to Just Dance. Neve, the first Saturday she did it, put in something like 17,000 steps in about 3 hours of non-stop Just Dance. Nice. And I've just ordered another one of it so we can get on some more funky tunes the next time. So something like that, rediscovering a Wii that really gets you moving, I think it's a really good idea. We also do stuff, we tend to like to do treasure hunts around the apartment where I write clues for her and she has to go and find stuff. All I've done now is I've introduced a timing element from it and I do it from room to room to room. So she's pretty much having to sprint around to solve the clues and getting that heart rate going, just adding in a bit of fun to it. And then one thing that she actually does do with me, bless her, and it destroys her, is I do Tabata sessions. If people don't know what Tabata is or HIIT sessions are, go on YouTube. And there's something I've got into recently and we'll probably do a future podcast about that a little bit. But bless Neve, she does her planks, she does her running on the spot, she does sit-ups, but to keep it fun, she also bounces around on my bed like a lunatic and just does some mad running and scootering back and forth as well as extra bits. Nice. So it's being active, but we're having a bit of fun with it as well. And yeah, so that's us so far. Who knows what happens in 3 weeks' time when cabin fever is really setting. We'll probably have makeup on our faces while we're doing all this stuff and dressed in fancy dress probably.
There's some really good ideas there, and I think that chaos might come later. We've had 3 small boys trying to roller skate around our kitchen this afternoon, so I'm not sure that's been the best idea, but who knows, maybe they'll learn to roller skate while we've been at home too. So great, lots of good ideas. Thanks very much.
Okay, so we'll round up. So people, have a go at Joe Wicks. Have a go at doing scooters and bike rides from your doorstep because actually, why not? It's there for you. Don't forget to, try being artistic like Ken is, writing poems, doing some art, because mental well-being is a really important side as well. dig out your Nintendo Wiis, do some daft running around the apartments, let your kids scooter, bounce on beds, whatever it takes. It's all fun. If you are struggling for any other ideas, I would direct you to the Sport England website. And if you were to Google "stay in and work out," that is the hashtag for Sport England's campaign. And there's loads of awesome ideas on there and ways to keep entertaining with the kids. Check it out. It's really worthwhile. So to finish off, I think one thing me and Ken are big believers in is actually you've only got a little window of time when kids really want to spend some time with you and play with you because they think you're awesome. So make the most of it. Grab that time, build those special memories and have some fun. So thank you for listening and goodbye.